This game is rated mature for blood, gore, violent sexual content, and strong language. Your discretion is advised. This music, though, it's damn good. What's up, it's a Spherical, and welcome to Let's Meet Adam. This is a game by Soulsoft Electronic Arts and Team Smut. They reached out to me to let me know that this is a game that they did pretty recently, and they were looking to have somebody do a video review. And I was like, hey, I would love to! This seems to be, they called it an erotic neon mystery whodunit. They did clarify that it is kind of difficult to find the explicit scenes, so I'm not going to be seeking them out. I'm just going to be looking at the story, and if I do accidentally stumble upon anything erotic, I will edit it out, just because that's not something that I want to put in a video on the YouTubes, because I would not have to age restrict it. But just be aware that the game does have some gore and some violence, and I'll try to edit out as much of it as I can without kind of impacting the story. But I'm really excited to get into this. The art looks amazing. Like, look at this shit. And I love mysteries and whodunits, and I guess there's puzzles in it, and I'm super pumped. But let's get into it. Hi, I'm Adam. You may have seen me around. I've got 2.2 million followers on Nowgram, and it's still rising. Recently moved to LA from the East Coast. I just want to be part of the fame. I'm gonna be an actor, model, or maybe a fitness guru. There's endless possibilities. Okay, so this is the trailer that's on their itch.io page. Yeah, they go to an escape room. There's so much going for me right now. Is there anything I can't do? Survive. Oh, man. No. Poor baby. Exciting. Okay. Wow. Just, wow. This place is so rad already, and we haven't even gone in yet. Adam smiles, eyes taking in each smear or piece of grime as he walks into a sort of dark foyer. Vince, one of Adam's new West Coast family, follows closely behind. The friends had just left registration, dropped off their phones, jackets, and other restricted or inconvenient personal items. No photography phones. No photography or phones, or no photography phones? You will be banned for life. Damn. Despite the friendly reception, Escape Mansion WeHo? It's West Hollywood. I'm never sure how to pronounce that. WeHo? I'm gonna go with WeHo, because why not? Had an air of something unwelcoming. Probably intentional given the situation, Adam thought. Indeed. We're pretty lucky, Adam. This guy's ripped, so I'm gonna... As if we'd actually get invites a few weeks after we requested spots. And we got in together. That doesn't usually happen, right? Vince nods silently as usual. At least the dude's smiling this time. He needs to emote more. I mean, how is he ever going to land a role? I mean, he could play a bodyguard. Look at all the, strong silent types that have places in the acting sphere. This is LA. Vince is a good actor, but the industry is all about schmoozing and kissing ass. He thinks he's mentoring me, a new kid on the block, but I think he's lucky to have a friend like me. Damn, Adam. Jesus. That's not very nice. Hopefully my charisma rubs off on... Oh, no. I feel confident talking to just about anybody. Always have, and hope I always will. How did the read go, by the way? Not bad. Small bit part, hardly any lines, really. Well, then that's just perfect for you now, isn't it? Jesus Christ. Very funny. I let out a half scoff, half chuckle. Anyways, I'm just glad you made it out tonight. I had an audition earlier today, too, but I've been dying to try Escape Mansion WeHo since it became a thing. I mean, multi-room, multi-hour format, production value up the wazoo, invite only, mad elitist. I love it. Of course you do, Adam. You're pretty full of yourself, aren't you? I'm pretty happy you had the idea to try this out. Vince scratches his head while sweeping his hair awkwardly. His bicep flexes unintentionally, but impressively nonetheless. Dude is fucking jacked. This is Vicente, but he goes by Vince. I've known him for a few months now, and he's a fellow aspiring actor. We met on some hand soap commercial set in Hollywood, and we've been bros since. He isn't the usual kind of guy I bring around, and he's surprisingly quiet. I think the word is introverted or something? But look at him. He's not bad and has cute friends. We get along, and it's nice to have someone to rehearse with. I value this man only on the fact that he has biceps and good friends. And although Vince hasn't broken out yet, he knows a lot of up-and-coming young indie actors in LA. He lets me tag along to some sweet parties and premieres. I think I'll keep him. You seem too excited, to be honest. Huh? What do you mean, bro? You seem hyped up. Are you still thinking about that? I blushed slightly. He must have thought he caught me by surprise. Oh, no way, Vince. I'm completely over that. Before we got in, as we were walking towards the mansion, we passed a car in the parking lot with slightly fogged-up windows. Somebody was fucking in the parking lot? Vince wanted to ignore it and pass by as quickly as possible, but I'm pretty mischievous and wanted a closer look. You wanted to fucking invade these people's privacy. Casually walking closer in parallel to the car, I saw two really built guys fooling around in the front seat. Oh man, it was fucking hot! The one dude had his massive chest laid over the alpha's leg from the passenger seat. Could see the guy in a cap throw his head back in pleasure. Oh boy. Amazing. I know most people would be shocked, but this is WeHo, or West Hollywood, the gay mecca of Los Angeles, and shit like this is common around here. Is shit like you invading on their fucking privacy common? I mean, I guess they're fucking in the parking lot, but, Vince had the right idea. Just leave them alone, man. They didn't ask for you to watch. Especially on weekends at night. I didn't get to watch him come, but I would have loved to. Oh well, it got me hot and bothered. And pumped, if artificially, for this experience. I look at Vince and grin. Again, it was pretty hot, though. Vince just sighs and nods his head toward the wall ahead of us. The two men approach the door, and just before heading in, Adam takes one last look around. A mounted television sits high up on a corner, flashing noisy television static. For atmosphere? The entrance is a bit mucky, and various splatters of unknown stains mark it sporadically. Given that the mansion is new, Adam figures it must be intentional and fake. The door itself looks heavy and has a disabled keypad on it. An odd shape is painted in the center with what looks like neon paint. Adam starts to feel unnerved, but Vince confidently pushes on the door, holding it open and ushering Adam through. The door opens up to a small, almost pitch-black hallway which leads to another door. Adam takes a deep breath and walks through. Hello! What opens up to them is a library with a ceiling that seems impossibly high. Hey! Hi, it's nice to meet you. The darkness of the room, lit only by a rumbling fireplace, obscures the ceiling completely. Books line every wall, like a grand library depicted in mansions from old movies, except there are no windows, no light. Then simultaneously, 4 sets of eyes turn to Adam and Vince. The mood from earlier in the foyer has completely changed. Adam gulps as something dreadful seems to linger in the air. I half smile and kind of raise my hand to say hi to the strangers. Normally I'd walk up and start introductions, but something told me not to. First on my left was this handsome daddy, a beefy muscle bear whom I was definitely feeling. He's got the, lumberjack chic going on. I could dig it. I nod and sort of wink to acknowledge him. Sort of wink. He doesn't completely wink. His eyes narrow in a scary way. Okay, don't flirt with the daddy. Alright, good to know. Did he just give me cut eye? After what feels like minutes, he makes a sound, like blowing air out of his nostrils, eyes still laser-focused on me. Then without warning, he looks away, completely disinterested. Okay. Alright, protein shake McGee. You can chill out. Besides him is this Asian guy, who barely turns his head to face us. Instead, only his eyes turn. They inspect, starting at my feet, then upwards until our eyes meet. He's pretty cute for an Asian. Oh, boy. Adam, that's racist. And normally I'd think he was checking me out, but those eyes, the way they slid up me. Cold, not a hint of anything. I couldn't read them at all. The vibe in the room was tense. Dark, even. The ambiance is bomb as fuck, though. Were they all scared and it was just nervous anticipation? Or was there something else? I gulped a second time, but was able to speak up. Hey, everybody. Vince does not... No. Vince nodded at them in his typical silent way. Hi, guys. On the leather sofa, a kid with green hair and the craziest shirt smiles and waves meekly at us. His name is, I think, Lucky? I like this guy. He seems really cute and precious. Protect him at all costs. Finally, someone friendly. I'm Lucky. I mean, not that I'm lucky. That's my name. I mean, my name is Lucky. Hi, Lucky. I'm Adam, and this is my friend Vince. Beside Lucky was the last and probably oldest guy. Nothing about him stood out physically, and I'd bet his personality matched. Like a guy you'd talk to for 15 minutes on the street, run into the next day, and have completely forgotten who he was. Bland like oatmeal. Damn. You're just reading them for all their cards, aren't you, Adam? He shifts a bit on the sofa, then says in a bored way, I'm Steve. Nice to meet you, boys. Steve reaches out and we shake each other's hands. This is Earl, Lucky says while gesturing at the man in the red shirt. Earl merely nods with an unwavering expression. And this is... shoot, I can't remember your name again. It was... Bart? The name's Bart. I'm gonna give him a Canadian accent because he's like Protein McGee. So that's what I'm gonna do. Says Mr. Daddy Bear. Nice to meet you, Bart. I've seen you around. I think I know who you are. Bart says gruffly while his arms seem to fold even tighter. Maybe I should try to give him like a Scottish accent. I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, why don't you both sit? Steve and I can make room on the sofa, I think. Vince shakes his head and points for Adam to sit. There's no room for us both. I'll stand. Well, what a gentleman. It's your loss, man. Oh, we have the picture of Cronus eating his child. That's great. Adam, you can sit beside me. He's so cute. Look at this. Look at him. Don't mind if I do. So, did you guys just get here? Well, like, Bart and I showed up first, around the same time. I was a bit anxious at first. Mostly because, you know, these sorts of things, escape rooms, usually go with friends. Wait, which one's Bart? Oh, no, Bart's... You have friends? Bart chortled half-mockingly with his one eyebrow raised. You're so mean. Well... No need to answer that. Oh. He was kidding, I think. Just don't mind him. Alrighty. Anyways, it's weird how we're all strangers, is my point. So, let's just all get along. Oh. At which point, Bart and Earl look at each other. Earl finally shows a slight smile as Bart raises both his eyebrows in reaction to Lucky. He just wants everybody to, like, fucking get along. Don't be dicks to each other. That's not a strange request. Steve notices them and looks on with an unconcerned expression. Anyhow, then I think Earl showed up next, and finally you, Steve. I didn't work today, so I laid around my place, watching TV, waiting until I should leave. Ended up being late anyways, somehow. I feel that, Steve. That happens to me a lot. You live in WeHo? Yes, indeed, I'm from around these parts. What about you, kid? Oh, I'm from Hawaii originally, the Big Island. No, do you live in WeHo? Oops, no, I live in North Hollywood. It's alright, but at least it's better than WeHo. I hate West Hollywood. I'm not some kid, I'm older than you think, trust me. I get that a lot. Alright. I smile at Lucky with a taunting grin. It's fun. Oh. You aren't gonna ask how old I am? Nope. Oh. I hear Vince chuckle in the background. To be frank, boys, I like this format. It makes the whole experience more realistic. It's not easy taking this escape thing seriously when you can turn around and joke with your close pals. Yeah, I could see that. I'm all about immersion. Actually, this is a good acting exercise, wouldn't you say, bro? Vince and I nod at each other, and he flashes me this thumbs-up signal. Though you and your pal here somehow ended up being invited together? Well, no, not together, but picked at the same time coincidentally, I'd say. Interesting. Well, what are the chances of that happening, huh? Especially since I heard they pick us all randomly. I felt uncomfortable. What was this Steve guy getting at? Alright, so tell me one thing. What exactly are you trying to say? I was uncomfortable. What was he getting at? What are you getting at? I think all he's saying is you guys must be really lucky. That's all. Lucky's trying to diffuse the awkwardness, I guess. His hands are waving frantically. Yeah, that's all I was saying. Whatever. I started taking more of the library and saw expensive-looking vases, busts, and books bound in leather with ribbon. That's when I noticed the freaky painting above the fireplace. You only just noticed that now? Lucky must have seen me eyeing it. What do you think of that painting, by the way? It's gross. I don't mind it. I mean, it's a classic. I mean, it is fucking disgusting, but... I mean, it's an escape room. They want creepy decor. It's fine. Wow, really? You're a lot braver than me. When I first entered this room alone, it gave me the shivers. So much so that when I heard the big metal door to the library open, I just about pissed myself. It's probably set up here to get us all in the mood. Yeah. Get us in the mood for what? For the escape room, you fucking cotton-brain dingus. I say jokingly and pervertedly. Okay. Well, in any case, it's definitely not the original. It's gotta be a reproduction or a print. Looks like a pretty good copy, though. Do you know the name of it? No, but I'm sure it's famous. I was kind of taken aback. This was the first time I'd heard Earl talk. Up until now, I wasn't sure if the dude could. He has a smooth, rich voice like a tenor. What? Oh, nothing. Just listening. Well, also those vases look more like urns to me. Ugh. I see Lucky shiver. He nervously combs at his green hair using pudgy fingers. I like his hair. He's got a cute haircut. You are cute, Lucky. No one tell you any different. Earl follows suit and casually sweeps his hair from the front and to the side with his left hand. I heard the organizers rotate and change the theming as much as possible, so no one attending knows what they're in for. But it looks like the theme for us tonight is death. I'm not sure if I should keep giving him, like, the lumberjack. I'll do it. And good eats. Bart's deep voice, piping in out of nowhere, surprised me. That's vile. Relax, I'm only messing around. If you're not going to take this seriously, then why are you even here? Take it seriously? Why would I? Are you frightened or something? Oh, no. I just appreciate all the hard work they're putting forward in trying to scare me. I don't scare easily. Neither do I. But I've heard a ton of good things about Escape Mansion WeHo from my coworkers and the kids down at the center. So I figured, why not? I'm here, it's in my neighborhood. Why did you decide to participate, Adam? And, Vince? To meet people, to spend time with Vince. I mean, who goes to a haunted house to meet people? My schedule is pretty busy, what with me being an actor and all. But I try to do something fun and new every night throughout the whole week. Besides, I just moved here from New York City 6 to 7 months ago. I promise to take advantage of all that LA has to offer. I'm gonna make this city mine. Earl simply smiles knowingly. I came because Adam wanted to. Pure and simple, huh? Not much to say. Yep. Your friend is good, Adam. Bart, Vince should be your role model. The large man furrows his brows all flustered. He tries to fold his arms to appear bigger and unfazed. Well, I'm just here to experience probably the only legit cool thing in WeHo. You're one of those jaded gays. I prefer worldly. And I love video games. And the escape room trend is like a live-action puzzle meets horror survival at times. That's exactly what it is. Yeah. LARPing, possibly, and MMORPG-style adult video game. What the fuck is this kid talking about? I don't know, I only caught about half of that. Do you guys not play video games? I'm with you, Lucky. Yeah, you're my friend. I like you. Besides, it's something to do on a weekend evening. I don't usually get to go out much, so... Come on, I'm sure you have friends. Oh, I do. My two best friends live right here in LA. Just, it'd be nice to date someone or to have a date on a weekend. Aww. I guess no one has found me to be their idea of cute yet. I think you're cute, Lucky. It's okay, man. Well, you're here now, Lucky, and lucky you is boy? Oh, you're here now, Lucky, and lucky you is boy. Okay. Thought I'd throw the little guy a bone. Hey, isn't anybody gonna ask me? The entire group just looks at each other awkwardly. But before anyone could say anything, the middle door opens, then shuts, and out of the shadows, then illuminated by flames, steps in a seventh man. Oh, man. The man is dressed incredibly polished, wearing a tailored blue suit. As he walks closer to the group, he fidgets nonchalantly with his pocket square, not making any eye contact. Satisfied with the adjustment, he faces the group with a wry smile. Good evening, gentlemen. Bart's eyes narrow at the newcomer, while Earl goes back to his cold nod. Lucky sits up in preparation to shake hands, and surprisingly, old Steve shoots right up off the couch. Steve and Lucky shake his hand, and the rest of them exchange introductions. Finally, he turns to Vince and I. And you are? Adam. Vince. I'm Kang. It's nice to meet you all. Though Adam, I feel like I've seen you somewhere before. I just can't place where. But my, I must say, it's good to see we have such an attractive turnout tonight. What do you mean? Don't get ahead of yourself. Although you're quite strapping, I wasn't talking specifically about you. Don't fucking... Vince is staying in his own lane, okay? Vince's mouth curled in a way to indicate he was confused. To be honest, I was too. What I'm saying is, the last time I was here, the group wasn't as talented. Lucky starts to blush, and Steve seemed pleased. Earl's face had skepticism written all over it, and Bart just shook his head in disapproval. It turns out that you're all here to be roped into an underground sex ring. If we step into the next room, there will be webcams. Go crazy. Wait, Kang, was it? Or is it Kang? I'm gonna go with Kang. You just said something really interesting a second ago. And what's that? I caught it too. You said the last time you were here. So you've had the Escape Mansion WeHo experience before? This is only my second time being here, if that's what you're implying. It's odd is all. Demand for this place has been so high that they've never had the same person do a playthrough twice. You've beaten the odds. Must be that fine suit. How do you know no one's ever done a double playthrough? Do my research before I attempt anything new. I think it's something any smart American would have done. What? I also use coupons. More than half the entire country does too. It's not weird. So it appears I'm a special snowflake. Sure looks like it. Ugh. I don't know if it's just me, but Steve seems a lot more energized since Kang showed up. Are you jealous? Oh, I guess I called him Kang. Well, I guess I'll call him Kang then. Well, if Kang is bothered by it, he doesn't let on at all. So tell us more about your first experience here. Hey, I don't know if I want to hear any spoilers. True. This is a bad idea. Boys, don't you know anything? They change the puzzles here all the time. Weekly. I've even heard rumors they change them out daily. So it really doesn't matter if I divulge anything to you or not. Nor does it matter to me one bit if you care to listen, or not. Go ahead, I need to hear this. Steve shoots me a sharp look, telling me to shut up. I just sighed and gave up. I mean, what do you want to hear? Sure, every room is gorgeous, there are puzzles galore, and the usual keypad on doors. However, the true brilliance of this particular escape room experience is not only the inventiveness of the puzzles, it's the perfectly handcrafted and customized scenario that they tailor just for your group. Like Cinderella's glass slipper, one size only fits the one. There's a brief pause until Kang points to a dark corner of the library. He seems dumbfounded. Why aren't any of you drinking when there's perfectly good scotch on that console table over there? You're gonna drink in a murder escape room? Well, I mean, I guess as far as they know, it's just a haunted house. How much does this cost? I know it's like invite only, but do you have to also pay? I don't know. They all turn to look where he's pointing to and finally notice a large glass decanter filled with scotch on a silver tray. There are also 9 glasses provided. Whoa! I never noticed those there. Is the booze for us? Can we drink that? I know my accent for Adam has, like, morphed, but I've found out more about his character. Oh, we certainly did, on my first run, that is. Come on, I say we help ourselves. Would you mind if I gave you one, Adam? I better not. Suit yourself. Kang, Bart, Earl, Lucky, and Vince head over to pour themselves a glass. They cheers, and the sound of clinking echoes throughout the library. As they return, Kang confidently brings over the entire decanter on the tray, along with the remaining glasses. So tonight is taking a strange turn, huh? Yeah, I didn't think alcohol was the reason this was 21 and over. Think we should break it to the kid that he's not old enough to drink yet? Oh, come on. Lucky is at least over 21. I mean, those Asian genes. There's the Asian again. You just never know. He said he's older than you think he is, so I imagine he's over 21. Would you like to ask him directly instead of fucking speculating on it like an asshole? Steve nudges my shoulder with his fist playfully. Maybe he's not that bad after all. Okay, you guys. I look over and see Lucky talking a mile a minute at Kang, who looked completely unamused. Oh. Vince is over there trying to socialize with Earl and Bart, and surprisingly, it looks like it's not a train wreck. Because Vince has fucking manners. I say we ought to stick with Kang tonight, seeing as he's the only one who's done this before. Whoa. The sound of the door opening again so soon made me jump. Apparently, I wasn't the only one, since Lucky started rambling, and I heard him yelp in surprise like a puppy. Kang took the opportunity to look our way, but behind me and at the new guest. He looked satisfied, like a fox in a henhouse. Nice, this place probably doesn't suck after all. Oh no. Oh, you're a fuckboy. Holy shit, it's the dude from the car. I instantly shot a look at Vince to make sure he wasn't tripping out, but he didn't look surprised. I guess he didn't get a good look at him in the parking lot like I did. Pretty sweet setup. The guy walks right for me. What's up? I'm Pierce. I'm Adam. Good to see you made it in after all, I say with a smirk. Well, alright then. I couldn't tell if he got what I was implying, but whatever, he seemed pleased. I mean, probably not. You're the one who walked up to the car and decided to take the liberty to, be a peep show. I turn to face everyone and make a hand motion to introduce him. Pierce, everyone. Everyone, Pierce. Yo! That's no way to do an introduction, Adam. Kang looks down at Pierce's hands. I suppose I don't mind shaking a gloved hand. I'm Kang, nice to meet you. But why are you wearing those gloves? What? Oh, I guess I forgot to remove them. Just came from the gym. Should probably take them off. Oh crap, these shorts don't have pockets. You got dudes' exercise shorts without pockets? You had to search high and low for those, man. Quite the dilemma you have there. A what? Pierce is fumbling with his shorts as if he may have a pocket somewhere if he checked harder. Oh, yeah, whatever. So, Ken, what are all you guys talking about? It's Kang. Lucky and I were discussing that painting. Sorry, man, I'm terrible with names. You'll just have to get used to it. So, Adam, would you call that art? Why are you just... His question was oozing sarcasm as he winks at me. Well, it is, even if you, me, or everyone else here hates it. It's definitely not something I'd put up in my living room. For sure, it's ugly and fucked up. I quite like it. Actually, I was just telling Lucky I believe the title of it is Saturn Devouring His Son. Oh, Saturn, not Cronus, my bad. It's by a Spanish artist named Goya, if I'm correct. They say he went mad either before or shortly after it was painted. Anyhow, Saturn was afraid that his children, the Titans, would one day surpass him, so he ate them to ensure it would never happen. Smart man. He's got a little baby smirk going on. Whoa, I think that's the first time I've seen Bart smile all night. Looks like I'm not the only one around here with a dark sense of humor. I like it. Welcome, Pierce. I'm Bart. I've been meaning to ask. Bart, as in Bartholomew? Nope, Bart for Barton. Well, nice to meet you, Bart. And nice shirt, man. I'm digging the clothes. You look good, man. Right. So what are we all standing around here waiting for? How does this work? Listen, I've done escape rooms before. Normally they have you store your items and then give you a rundown of the rules. Next they send you in, sometimes blindfolded, and if you escape or not is all down to you. It appears they do it a little differently at Escape Mansion WeHo. During my previous visit here, an announcement over a PA was made once everyone had arrived. So is this it? Is this all of us? I don't think so. How do you know that? Just a hunch. Take a look at the scotch glasses. There are 9. Right now there are only 8 of us here. What an interestingly small detail to have caught. Bravo! Oh, shit. Okay. Speaking of scotch, I'm gonna help myself to another. Now that is a prime idea. Pierce, would you like a glass? Nah, man, I'm only allowed to drink vodka. No calories. Oh, boy. I was calling Bart Protein McGee, but, like, that's okay. There can be two Protein Kings. Don't fight. You look fantastic. One glass isn't going to kill you, but I'll leave you be. Bart and Kang both excuse themselves to join the others in one more glass before the final guest arrives. Pierce smiles slyly, walks past Adam, careful to brush himself against his shoulder before settling beside him, but facing the entire assembly. Hey! Hey! Pierce's commotion causes everyone to look at the pair of you, some with wondering eyes, others with eyes of annoyance. I thought of something. So if we're only waiting for one more person, isn't it kind of weird how this is a total sausage party? I will give it to the fuckboy. That is true. That's very true. I mean, at least it's a sausage party that's not entirely composed of white people. That's nice. Murmuring starts to fill the vastness of the library as everyone starts to look around at each other, eyes darting from face to face. Well, to be honest, I had noticed it, but I didn't really think it was a huge deal. Until just now. Yeah, and like, is everyone here gay too? We're all gay, right? I mean, obviously Bowtie over there is, but what about the rest of you? Wow. Pierce had nodded at Kang, to which both the comment and motion caused Earl to shoot a venomous glare. Kang continued sipping his scotch with a smile, completely unperturbed by Pierce's insinuation. Well, I mean, I'm gay, yes. So am I. What's your point? Alright, this might be faster. Raise your hand if you aren't gay. No one raised their hand. I can't help but feel this is fucking weird. Well, this is WeHo. Yeah, it makes sense that nearly everybody in the area signed up for this. It's right in our backyard. So does that mean it's just a coincidence? Well, I don't know about you assholes, but all I know is I want to drink before the next queen gets... You're gay! Why are you being so shitty to the other gay people? What? As Pierce goes to grab a glass, I start to wonder if something's off. Hey, Adam. I guess he's not as dumb as he sounds. Or looks. He's a gym rat. He's not supposed to be bright, just hot, and I think he's doing a great job at it. Earl, with a half-smile, rolls his eyes, but continues. Anyways, so what do you think? Do you think he's onto something? I mean, it's a little weird. I know. I can't quite make up my mind about it either. Well, even if it wasn't a coincidence and they didn't choose us at random, is that a bad thing? Maybe in some weird way it's part of our scenario, like Kang was saying. They have some custom experience in mind, specifically for gay men in West Hollywood. I would say gay cis men, but I don't know. Somebody in here could be trans. That would be rad. How would being gay help or affect our scenario? They looked to each other for answers, but their expressions of confusion clearly showed that everyone was drawing a blank. It just doesn't make sense. That's why I say, coincidence. Yeah, I'm sure it's just whatever. For all we know, the next contestant could be the prettiest girl in the world, and probably the most disappointed. No one would ever be disappointed seeing me. Okay. You need help. Fuck. I agree. Rocky childhood, this one. More like privileged. I like you, Earl. Dude, you're supposed to be my bro. Why are you backing this stranger? Well, we're not really strangers anymore, are we? Not completely, I guess. Although we should probably mingle and grab more of that scotch before those jerks finish it all. Best line I've heard out of you all night. Let's do it. I don't mind having a bit more. Uh-oh, here we go. We went to join the others, chatting it up around the fireplace. It was still awkward as you saw people feeling each other out, trying to figure out who they could get along with and who they can't stand already. I'm sure it's mainly the fact that we're strangers, but I think it's also because we're all very different. At least it wasn't as tense when Vince and I first got here. I just hope people start to lighten up so we actually work together and make it out of here on time. Is someone knocking? As the knocking was followed by the screech of metal, everyone in the library turned with bated breath to see who would complete their assembly. Some out of sheer curiosity, and others in relief that finally the game was about to begin. Huh. 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 No fucking way. Oh, it's a fucking metalhead. Oh, I don't even know how to... Okay, so I don't know how to do a Scandinavian accent, so I'm just gonna go with generic Russian accent, number 3. I'm sorry if I offend anyone. Sorry, everyone. I know I'm not late, but I hope you weren't all waiting on me. I don't think anyone in the room could speak. You could hear a pin drop. I'm surprised Jaws didn't. Holy shit! You're Lars Bronson! That's right. You'll never guess how difficult it was to get in here. No, I mean just... Shh. I closed my eyes and put a finger to my mouth. Barely able to compose myself. Everyone is just losing their minds over this metalhead. Alright, please, get on. Lars shakes his head with confused amusement. A handsome smile grows on his face. I can't believe you're here. Guys, Lars Bronson is here. I couldn't believe Lars Bronson was actually seriously in the room with us all. This guy's an A-list actor. Oh, he's an actor. I thought he was like a fucking... Like he was in a metal band. The hair would have given it away. I looked around and everyone had a mixture of shock, excitement, and joy plastered all over their faces. Even Vince was noticeably ruffled. Lucky cheered all of a sudden, which prompted me to start clapping. He enters the room and everybody's like, woo! I even think I heard Pierce whistling loudly. Awesome. Just fucking awesome. Please, just Lars for tonight. No Mr. No Bronson, just Lars. I'd really appreciate it. But thank you for all your very kind greeting. It really does mean a lot to me. Thank you. Lars is the latest Scandinavian import to become one of Hollywood's leading men and an undeniable A-list actor. He mainly does thriller and superhero movies, but he's able to show incredible range when put into dramatic roles. Vince and I both love him and his work. He's also just an awesome guy. No drama, no bullshit, really into humanitarian work, and very down-to-earth for someone of his status. I really look up to him. And fuck, he's hot as hell, but just still a really good dude. Like, there's no way you could dislike or be jealous of this guy. Adam, chill. The crazy thing is, he came out as gay about 2 months ago to the joy of men everywhere. But I was honestly scared for him. I mean, sure, it's getting more progressive nowadays, but a gay leading man actor? I was sure we'd start to see his number of roles diminish after his public statement to the press. It was a fucking miracle. Hollywood, no, the world, didn't seem to care and embraced him with open arms and rallied around his courage. In fact, he still gets major roles as a leading man, playing it straight opposite other powerhouse A-list actresses. He's really paving the way for guys like me and Vince. Man, I admire him. And he's been single since he came out. I've got to get his business card or a number off him somehow, before all these thirsty jerk-offs beat me to him. Anyways, all I was saying was Escape Mansion WeHo wouldn't allow any bodyguards in. So instead I drove here by myself, incognito with a giant black pullover, hood over my head, wearing black sunglasses at night. That sounds dangerous. I hope you... I mean, I guess, obviously you got here okay, but still. Also, I wouldn't be harassed trying to get here by over-enthusiastic people, like you. Lars grabs my shoulder and squeezes. He lets out a hearty laugh, clearly happy with his joke. No, I'm just kidding, obviously. Adam! Nice to meet you, Lars. And it's very good to meet you too, Adam. Lars looks to the rest of the group, who appear to be paralyzed. Well, come on now, don't make me feel like the elephant in the room. What are all your names? Let's make a good team tonight, yeah? I'm seriously losing my shit that you're here. I'm Pierce, by the way. Pierce strides over and tries to give Lars an overly strong handshake so his biceps would flex. Like, all considered, this, like, Pierce is the gym monkey, so to speak, but he's, like, not the biggest dude here, by any means. He finishes off with a wink. However, Lars just smiles politely and warmly gives him a firm handshake back. Very good to meet you, Pierce. I am losing my shit, too. Both men laugh as Pierce stumbles away, slapping his thigh. Man, you're great! Oh, brother. Bart rolls his eyes, but this time with an amused smile lurking on his face. Lars, my name is Kang. It's an absolute pleasure to meet you. Same here. Would it be strange if I asked you for a hug? Sure, of course, why not? Kang tightly wraps his arms around Lars's neck. You smell incredible, by the way. Okay. Alright, you're getting on the creepy end, Kang says as he finally pulls away. Haha. Thank you. I'm simply mad about his aftershave. Oh my god, Mr. Bronson, it's so surreal that you're here. I wish we could take a selfie, but they took our phones. Maybe after, and just call me Lars, remember? And you are? Oh, Lucky. I mean, my name is Lucky. You probably thought I meant that I was lucky you're here, but I didn't. Not that I'm not lucky, I mean, we all are. Except, I'm the only one that's actually named Lucky. Oh no, I'm rambling, aren't I? I'm so embarrassed. Don't be, you're already my favorite person here. Right? Lars, you know what's up. Lucky is fucking adorable. I promise we'll take a selfie once we're done here, and we'll post it to Nowgram. How's that, Lucky? Really? That would be the best! Thank you, Lars? You're very welcome. Vince walks over, seemingly confident, but ends up shaking Lars' hand for what feels like minutes. Your name? Oh, Vince. Hi. Hello, Vince. Nice to meet you. You too. Oh god, Vince. I just facepalmed. He's nervous. That's cute. I never thought I'd be the type to get starstruck, but it's just so awesome that you're here. I'm Earl. Sorry about everyone mauling you, by the way. They're harmless, mostly, I think. Anyhow, it's good to meet you. Wow, I guess when Earl lets his guard down, he's actually kind of friendly. It's a pleasure, Earl. I love that bolo tie you're wearing. Are you a stylist by any chance? Oh, this? Thank you, but no. I'm not a stylist, but I appreciate the compliment. Thank you. It looks great. I'll have to try one out and see if I can pull it off. My friends are not going to believe this. That aside, the name is Steve. Lars, good to meet you. Steve seemed the least impressed and kept it short. In fact, it couldn't just be me, but he seemed a little agitated. Glad to see I'm no longer the biggest guy here. Yeah, that's... I mean, you guys are comparable. He's a little taller, but I think you're bulkier, because he's got the, like, wasp waist thing going. What are you, like 6'4"? 6'5", actually. Incredible. I'm Bart. It's good to meet a fellow activist like yourself. Teach these kids to give back to the community they claim to support so much. Bart, you touched my heart right there. You're kind of rude, but... Okay, I could dig it. Oh, I wouldn't go so far as saying I'm an activist, but I do want to assure I use my fame to help. The two giants firmly shake mighty hands. I'm a butcher at the local WeHo market, but I'm also director of the LGBYT chapter at the local community center. You should stop by the center sometime. Your story could help out a lot of our kids. I'm honored, Bart. Let's definitely discuss this after the escape room. Does that sound fair? You're a good one. Huh? Why is Bart looking at me like that? And I know you'll be a huge factor in helping us all escape tonight. Yes, Bart? Can I help you? I wouldn't count on it. You'll all probably escape without me. Well, with introductions out of the way, I'd like to take a good look at this place. Everyone gives him space to walk, like when a drop of soap falls into a sink filled with oily water. Amazing. I feel like I'm in a movie. This library feels like it was dressed by a professional set designer. And with that, everyone broke off into small groups, talking, laughing, basically killing time until we knew what we were supposed to be doing. I'm so glad he showed up. The whole vibe of the group instantly changed, and we all became partners instead of strangers. There was a new electric charge in the air, and everyone was more relaxed but pumped for the upcoming experience. Alright, what should I do now? I guess talk? Lars, Kang, and Pierce, Vince, Earl, and Lucky, or Bart and Steve. Should probably get to know the guys more. I wanted to save. I think I'm gonna call it here. This seems like a good space to leave off just before, like, getting to know the guys a little better. And I think it's about time. So, I will definitely keep playing this game. This is, I'll try and cut around the erotic stuff as much as I can. But I really like the very distinct personalities to all of these guys. The art is beautiful. And I'm really excited to, like, see what else we can really delve into with this. So, thank you guys so much for watching and for checking me out. I will leave the link to this game in the description, as well as the dev information that I can find. And I hope you have a great week. Later.